The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. You work hard, but your bank account doesn't show it. The paycheck lands, bills attack from every direction, and somehow there's too much month at the end of the money. You promise yourself this year will be different, but the credit cards creep back in, the car payment feels permanent, and normal has quietly become living one emergency away from disaster. Now imagine the opposite. No credit card balances, no car loan, no student loans, just money in the bank, a paid-for life, and the freedom to tell your boss no without your stomach dropping. That's the promise behind the book, The Total Money Makeover, a step-by-step plan millions have used to get out of debt and build real wealth, not Instagram wealth. In this video, we're going to crack open that plan. You'll see why everything you've been told about good debt, credit scores, and car payments keeps you stuck. You'll see the exact baby steps Ramsey lays out to go from broke and stressed to stable, then wealthy and generous. And most importantly, you'll walk away with a simple, realistic way to start your own money makeover this week, even if you feel like you're starting from behind. Here's what you're getting today. First, you'll understand the mindset shift, why you don't win with math, you win with behavior, and why normal is broken. Second, we'll walk through the famous 7 baby steps in plain English with real-life examples so you can see where you are and what's next. Third, you'll get a focused 7-day action plan so this doesn't just stay motivating information, but becomes the moment you finally got control of your money. No fluff, no complicated investing jargon, just a proven path and the next small step right in front of you. So, what is the Total Money Makeover really? It's not a secret investment hack or a use debt wisely strategy. It's a simple, strict, step-by-step process to get out of debt, stay out of debt, and build wealth on purpose. At the heart of the book are Ramsey's 7 baby steps. Save a small emergency fund, pay off all non-mortgage debt using the debt snowball, build a full emergency fund, invest 15% for retirement, save for kids' college, pay off your home early, then build wealth and give. But underneath those steps is a deeper thesis. You don't have a math problem, you have a behavior problem. Most people know they should spend less than they earn, they just don't. So this plan doesn't just tell you what to do with your money, it forces you to change your habits, your stories, and the way you feel about debt. Let's break the big ideas down and turn them into moves you can actually make. First big idea, normal is broke. Stop believing money myths and face the truth. Look around and you'll see what Ramsey calls normal. Car payments, credit cards, student loans, buy now, pay later. A house at the edge of what the bank will allow, and almost no savings. The culture says this is smart, even necessary, because you need a credit score, you deserve nice things, and everyone has debt. But the book argues that debt is risk, payments are chains, and normal is one job loss away from disaster. Think of someone earning decent money who finances everything. The paycheck lands, and before they touch it, automatic payments eat it alive. Car, cards, phone, furniture, student loans. On paper, they look successful. In reality, they own almost nothing. Ramsey's first move is brutal honesty. Lay it all out and admit, what I've been doing isn't working. Do this today. Pull your last 3 months of bank and card statements, list every debt you owe and the minimum payment next to it. Then write this at the top. Normal is broke. I choose different. This sounds cheesy, but you're rewiring your brain away from everybody does it to this is not okay anymore. Once you stop pretending debt is your friend, you're ready for the first official baby step. Second big idea, build a small emergency fund fast. Your starter shield. Baby step 1 is to save $1,000 as a starter emergency fund as quickly as possible. If your income is very low, that number can be smaller, but the principle is the same. Before you attack debt, you need a tiny buffer between you and life. Why? Because without a cushion, every flat tire or medical copay sends you running back to the credit card you're trying to escape.
Picture this, your car battery dies. Without savings, it goes on the card and your balance climbs again. With even a small emergency fund, you pay cash, replace the battery, and your debt payoff plan stays on track. The fund isn't for vacations, gadgets, or treat yourself. It's a glass case on the wall that says break only in emergency.
Do this today. Open a separate savings account or grab a physical envelope if you're going full cash. Label it Starter Emergency Fund. Decide how fast you'll get to $1,000, maybe 30 days. Then look for quick wins. Sell something you don't use, pick up an extra shift, pause streaming services, cut eating out for a month. Your goal isn't perfection, it's speed and focus. With that small shield in place, you're ready for the most famous part of the Total Money Makeover. Third big idea, wipe out non-mortgage debt with the debt snowball. Baby step 2 is to pay off all debt except the house using the debt snowball method. Here's how it works. List all your debts from smallest balance to largest. Ignore interest rates for now. You keep paying the minimum on everything except the smallest. That one becomes your obsession. You throw every spare dollar at it until it's gone. When that first debt disappears, you take the payment you were making there and roll it into the next smallest debt, like a snowball rolling downhill picking up more snow. As each debt disappears, your freed up payments get bigger and you attack the remaining balances with more and more force. Mathematically, this isn't always the fastest method, but behavior-wise, it's a game changer. Those early wins give you energy to keep going. Imagine you have 4 debts, $400, $1,500, $4,000, and $9,000. You crush the $400 quickly. Suddenly, one bill is gone from your life. You feel progress instead of hopelessness. That feeling is more powerful than saving a tiny bit of interest. Do this today. Write your debt snowball list right after this video. Circle the smallest balance. That's your first target. Pick one expense you'll cut this month and redirect it to that smallest debt. Even if it's just $50, you're no longer drifting, you're attacking. Once the non-mortgage debt is gone, the game changes from get out of the hole to build a fortress. Fourth big idea, build a fully funded emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses. Baby step 3 is to save 3 to 6 months of your household expenses in a fully funded emergency fund. Not income, expenses, the amount you actually need to live. This money goes into a safe, boring, easy-to-access place, a savings account or money market, not the stock market. It's your personal shock absorber for job loss, medical issues, or life blindsides. Why 3 to 6 months? If your job is very stable and you have multiple incomes, 3 months might be enough. If your income is variable, you're self-employed, or you have dependents, lean towards 6. The point is that a single crisis should never again send you into panic and plastic. Picture losing your job tomorrow. With no emergency fund, it's chaos. With 6 months of expenses sitting there, it still hurts, but you have time to breathe, think, and choose your next move without fear driving every decision. Do this today. Figure out your bare-bones monthly number. Not ideal life, just what you need for housing, food, utilities, transportation, insurance, and minimum obligations. Multiply it by 3, then by 6. That's your target range. Set up an automatic transfer every payday to your emergency fund and treat it like a bill you absolutely must pay. When your emergency fund is fully stocked, you're no longer in survival mode. Now you can finally look beyond today and start building your future. Fifth big idea, invest for retirement and plan for your kids' future. Once you're debt-free, accept the house, and have that fully funded emergency fund, you move to baby step 4, invest 15% of your household income for retirement. Ramsey recommends doing this in tax-advantaged accounts like workplace retirement plans and IRAs, using good quality diversified mutual funds. The exact investment mix will depend on your situation, but the principle is simple. Automate 15% for your future self. Baby step 5 is to save for your children's college if you have kids, and that's a priority. The idea is to help them avoid the same student loan chains you just broke.
Again, the specific account type depends on where you live, but the behavior is the same. You plan ahead instead of borrowing later. Imagine two 30-year-olds. One keeps saying, "I'll invest when I make more," and wakes up at 50 with almost nothing saved. The other starts now even with small amounts and lets compound growth work for decades. Same income, completely different retirement. Do this today. If you're still on baby steps 1 through 3, your micro action is to write 15% to future me at the top of your plan as motivation. If you're already debt-free with a solid emergency fund, log into your retirement accounts or talk to HR at work. Calculate 15% of your gross income, then adjust your contribution so you're at or moving toward that number. With your long-term future on track, there's one last giant between you and total financial freedom. Sixth big idea: pay off your home early, then build wealth and give like crazy. Baby step 6 is to pay off your home as fast as you reasonably can. You attack the mortgage the way you attacked your smallest debts earlier, using every extra dollar you can free up.
When that last payment is gone, something huge happens. Your single biggest expense disappears, and your monthly cash flow explodes. Baby step 7 is the payoff to the whole plan. Build wealth and give. At this point, you have no payments, plenty of savings, invested retirement accounts, a paid-for house, and a lifestyle that fits comfortably inside your income. Now your money can finally do what it's supposed to do: create options, security, and impact for you and the people you care about. Picture writing a check to help a friend in crisis without hesitation, or paying cash for a trip, investing in a business opportunity, or giving anonymously to causes that matter to you. That's the end game. Not just, "I'm okay," but "I'm free enough to help others." Do this today. Even if you're miles away from paying off a house, imagine what you could do with your life if you had 0 payments. Write down 3 things: how you'd live, how you'd work, and how you'd give. Keep that somewhere visible. You're not just grinding through numbers, you're building that life. Now let's turn this into a simple 7-day starter plan so you actually move. Day 1, face everything. Set aside an hour, list all your debts, balances, and minimum payments. Add them up. Don't flinch, don't beat yourself up, just tell the truth on paper. Then write which baby step you're on right now based on what you've seen. Day 2, design your first budget. Ramsey pushes a zero-based budget. Every dollar gets a job before the month begins. Start with income at the top, then give every dollar an assignment. Bills, food, gas, giving, savings, debt snowball until you hit 0. You're not guessing anymore. You're telling your money where to go. Day 3, create your emergency fund plan. If you don't have that starter $1,000, pick a deadline. Maybe it's 30 or 60 days. List 3 ways you'll get there. Cut something, sell something, work extra. Write the exact actions, like sell old TV, deliver food Friday night, cancel gym for 2 months. Day 4, build your debt snowball. Order your debts from smallest to largest. Circle the smallest one. Decide how much extra you'll pay toward it this month. Even if it's tiny, put that number in your budget. You've just turned random stress into a targeted attack. Day 5, simplify your systems. Set up automatic bill payments where it makes sense so you stop paying late fees. Set up automatic transfers to your emergency fund right after you get paid, not when you remember. If you like using cash, try the envelope method for one problem category, like eating out or groceries. Day 6, find margin. Look back at your budget and ask, where can I create an extra $100 this month? Maybe it's canceling subscriptions, downgrading your phone plan, or saying no to a recurring outing. That $100 goes towards your emergency fund or your smallest debt, depending on your step. This is where gazelle intensity starts, moving quickly and decisively instead of drifting. Day 7, the money meeting. If you're single, sit down with yourself, look at your numbers, and set one clear goal for the next 30 days. If you're in a relationship, sit down together, no blame, no shaming, and agree on your baby step and your next action.
End that meeting by saying out loud, "We're doing a total money makeover." Because you are. You've already started. Let's land this. The total money makeover isn't magic. It's brutally simple. Stop believing the lies about debt. Build a starter emergency fund. Attack your non-mortgage debt with the debt snowball. Stack a full emergency fund. Then invest, pay off the house, and build a life of freedom and generosity. Most people will hear about this plan and go back to normal. They'll keep the car payments, the cards, the stress, and hope someday it all works out. You don't have to be most people. You can decide that today was the day you stopped drifting and started taking control. If this was helpful, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next breakdown. And tell me in the comments, which baby step are you on right now? And what's the one action you're committing to this week? Write it publicly, own it, and then go live it. Because your money makeover doesn't start when conditions are perfect. It starts when you decide.